Give it up one more time for Rosé, huh? What a performance! Me again. Well, I'm very happy to have Rosé here. We're gonna have a nice conversation, and really been looking forward to this.
This is so. You're really good at this.
I've never done this before, but this is
It
fun,
looks like
yeah.
you do this like every day.
Not as good as you, but.
I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna see Circuit like this, and I was like, is he gonna be nervous? And I'm gonna be nervous. What's gonna happen then? But hi everyone. Hi everyone.
What a great performance that was.
Thank
That was
you.
amazing.
By the way, I've been in the green room, really being sad about. I was going to thank the band before I went down, and I completely forgot. So can I please do that now?
Great band.
Thank you. So this, yeah, right? I love them so much, and they've made me feel so comfortable, and yeah, they're basically doing like 80% of the job. So I'd like to thank Justin over there. I'd like to thank, yay! And then I'd like to thank Nick on the drums. He's so good. Crazy. And then the staff on the bass and guitar. I love them all so much. And Vin here on the guitar, he's insane. Makes everything sound so beautiful. And Sarah on the keys, thank you so much, guys. Wherever you are, are they somewhere? Maybe they're not here. But yeah, I forgot that, so I was, hi! They're the best. I love them so much. There we go. Thank you for that time.
Yeah, that was great. I feel like I haven't seen you perform in such an intimate environment like this before. Is this something, I mean... Okay.
I'm so sorry.
That was okay.
My little ribbon fell off.
Wardrobe malfunction.
It's fine. I can do it. I can do it. Give me a second, please. I got it. You got this.
Yeah, I feel like I'm used to seeing you in, you know, massive stadiums and arenas, and I just gotta say, the way your voice carried and the energy of this room, all these beautiful people and fans in here, it was just such a special moment. You sounded amazing, and it was so cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Circuit's the one that is always behind the computer making sure I sound good. Anytime I'm like not sounding good, I'm like, Circuit, you got me. I know you got me. Put your little sprinkle there for me. So thank you for saying that.
Doesn't take much. You sound great right on the mic.
No.
So this time I'm on the mic. I'm not used to. I'm the one usually telling people how to sing on the mic. Now I gotta be on the mic. So this is what I get for being a producer.
It's so weird seeing you like this. Is it just me?
Here I am. Here I am. I emerged from the studio for once, and I'm like, oh,
He's
people
literally
here.
usually on that wheelie chair in front of the computer. That's all that's literally, I think I've been, then I saw you at my birthday party once. That
Yes.
was weird. But this
Yeah.
is even more weird.
I'm in the studio a lot, you know. I don't do this a lot, but this is great. This is
This is
fun.
nice.
When I heard that we were gonna do this, I was like, absolutely, I want to do
I
it.
was shocked that you said yes. I was like, I feel like he's gonna say no, and like, he's gonna do it. And I'm like,
Why would I say no?
thank you for doing this. Well,
Well, needless to say, we are in the Grammy Museum. We can't, Grammy nominations, like, hello. Record of the Year, Song of the Year. Apathy. Apathy.
that took us hours.
I still call it APT because I don't want to mess it up, but I think
Really?
I got it. Apathy. Right?
No, you have it the best.
I should
Everyone
know it.
goes
I
like,
should know it by now.
"Apate." Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I should.
No, I can't believe what's happening. I almost even missed the announcement because I don't know what was going through my head. I don't think I processed that would happen. I don't know, and then I almost missed it, and it was like 10 minutes before, and I'm looking at the clock. It was like 1 a.m. in Korea. I was looking, I was in my PJs, and I was about to sleep, and then I was like, wait, it's happening in 10 minutes. Let's see if I can pull it up on YouTube, because they sent me a link. I turn it on, and then it starts, and then I get a FaceTime from my sister and my team, and then I'm like, within 5 minutes, like, the craziest thing happened to me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, like, imagine if I had missed that. So again, that just proves to say that, like, I'm really just blown away. I'm shocked. I'm like flabbergasted. I think that's exactly where I should use that word.
Yeah.
I'm flabbergasted, and I'm still processing it. So like thank you to Grammy Academy and everyone for this, and just yeah. And, I suck at talking about this. Yeah. Thank you too. Suck it.
Yeah, we did it. Yeah, I mean, I had a similar thing. I was first thing in the morning. I'm like, I put it on the TV. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
All the announcements start coming out, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, I mean,
He got so many. How many did you get?
I don't even.
Can you just brag?
know.
Come on. Oh, I know exactly because it's 7 because we said in total we've got 10.
Yeah.
No,
Just keeping count.
we did that in like the room and then we laughed and we're like, oh, we should never do that. But yeah, suck it.
I feel very
It's the
blessed
man.
to be a part of APT and all these amazing songs, and to have worked with you. And yeah, I feel the same as you. I'm just completely blown away by it. Yeah, I mean, you're seeing your name next to people like Lady Gaga, Billie Eilish, Bad Bunny, Kendrick. You're in there, you know? I mean, how does that feel? Like, it's, you know, it's... I mean, you've been working so hard your whole life for the, you know, but, like, this is a pretty big moment for you.
It is, and surprisingly, I think it kind of makes me think kind of beyond, like, me as just, like, an individual. Just seeing... Of course, it is, you know, through my name, but being also like a singer that is I was like I'm Korean, fully Korean, born in New Zealand, grew up in Australia, and just like I was so far from the music industry, and you know, internet kind of showed me what music was about, and I was like, wow, I love like many people, I instantly like was just like I love music. And of course, in my bedroom, I think I would like just imagine myself doing that.
Did you imagine as a kid you would imagine this? Yeah.
Just like singing. Like I grew up watching like Dreamgirls, and watching I'd be like, oh, I want to be her, and being in my room, like imagining this, like being a musician, like a singer and everything, and then in the middle of it, also realizing at certain points that like maybe there are certain things that can't happen. Maybe there are certain things that I can do, and then that, like, all these things have been rewarding. Just being able to, like, perform for, like, my fans and the amazing fan base that we have as BLACKPINK. Like, everything is just, we're really grateful, but then there have been certain points in my life where I was like, okay, well, I guess that's the best of my luck, and, you know, I would secretly dare to dream bigger inside, but then I always feared that there would be a wall, like a stop to it. And so I think it's like I'm I was blessed for the song to arrive for us. I mean, a song like APT, I don't think we didn't write down like in our notes like APT, the drinking game that's going to be like, you know, we didn't.
No one could have predicted it. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. It was just like this random funny moment that created, which is obviously kind of proves to tell like what music is really about. It's about, you know, it's like music that kind of is background noise for good moments, fun moments, very like, you know, special moments that I will remember for the rest of my life. That moment in the studio was so much fun.
Yeah. Let's talk about that a little bit. But you know, do you remember the day that APT was written? The very first version. Obviously, there were many different versions, which you know maybe you'll probably never hear, most of you. But I don't. They went through a few different versions, but you know, do you remember that? Do you remember that first session?
I do remember very clearly. It was you, Oma, Amy, Tiron, Rosé, and I think I even remember like playing like piano with Rosé on the piano.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
You had
I
the
was showing
guitar
off.
out, you were playing drums, you were playing everything.
No.
No.
I was showing off because we were kind of just like, we walked in not really knowing what we were going to do. And so, and then I think Omar's here. Is he here? Like the night before
Shout out Omar.
I was in a room with Omar and I think it was Dylan Dylan Wiggins and Carter Lang. And it was like after a whole session, and that was like my first little sneak peek into how people would react to that chant, the Abata chant,
Right.
in which is literally a drinking game. I would get wasted, please. So like as a trainee in Korea. So I moved to Korea when I was 16 years old, and that's when I was born and raised in New Zealand and Australia. So yes, Korea was like that's my, that's where I'm from. That's where my parents are from, and I'm Korean. And I was anything Korean. I was like, I want to learn about, and I want to know more about. And my sister knew a bit more, so I'd always ask her, and I'd always just like be so curious about that culture, to be honest. And then I got the fairy tale of living in Korea as like this music trainee at a company. So that's like a whole, like I said, I was always dreaming to do it, and here I am in Korea with all this culture. And then
when did you move to Korea? What age were you at?
16.
16. Yeah,
yes.
That must have been quite a shock. Even though you have your family lineage, but you hadn't actually lived in Korea, so that must have been a big change for you.
Oh, a huge change.
Yeah.
So like Australia is very like trees, and like 30-minute drive was the closest drive to anything. And,
yeah, like LA.
Like LA, which that's very true. That's why I kind of have this like thing to every time I land here, I feel like somewhat like I'm home, and I think that's because it's like the dry weather and then the long car rides.
Yes.
I relate to it. Yeah, I don't mind the traffic either. And then from that to go into like a city, and Seoul is such a city, and that's where all like the nightlife is just the culture just thrives at night. And kind of growing up there and like turning 20. I remember when I turned 20. Oh my gosh. When you turn 20 in Korea, they sit you down and they go through the games. They just get you drunk. So that's what happened. That was probably the first time I played ABT when I turned 20, and yeah, the drinks kind of like were starting to come out, and ABT was one of them. And I remember waking up the next day being like, I'm never going to drink again in my life. But no, that did not happen, and I played ABT many times after that. And here I am in LA, like at 28, like teaching these boys at the studio, like, this is a Korean drinking game over like Diet Coke. But they were literally like, they were like, what is that?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Because it's such a musical, rhythmic hook. I didn't know anything about the game or anything. I'd never played the game. I didn't know, but it's just as soon as I know when we were in the room, you started. Who were you saying it to? You were saying but who were you showing it to?
So what happened was the next day we get there and we were joking about like, we should make a song about it because everyone was reacting so much.
Right. And
then so we're there and they're like, so anything you want to write about? Like how all sessions kind of start, like
right.
anything fun? And then Omar was like, Rosie, we said like let's do the apate thing,
right.
like teach them the game, like we talked about this. And I was like, you're joking. I was literally like, no, that was a joke. and I was like, anyway, I'll just teach you the drinking game because it's fun. And then I'm teaching, and then Tyrone goes like, what? Again, another react. What is that? And he's really serious now. He's like, must write a song. And so all these people are encouraging it, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I want to make most of this session. I hope we don't like waste hours just being silly.
Right.
And I'm like, and then Amy and I are like, I guess.
I remember T-Ron, anyone who doesn't know T-Ron Thomas, one of my, I've worked with him for a long time, amazing songwriter. His energy is just so, so when he said, that needs to be a song, why isn't that a song? What do you do? I'm like, whoa, this needs to be a song, I guess. He really was.
If he says it,
he says it,
it
meant something. But it was so immediately like, that's just a hook, like that, why isn't that a song already? And
I remember him saying, like, as somebody who doesn't understand Korean, he's like, it sounds like a party or something. Like, pate,
right.
Like, and he was like, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
No, and like, just seeing people's reaction is just proof to, what really gets to people. And then telling him it's a drinking game, they're like, what? It just... Anyway, and then...
I remember there was a certain time, we had created the first version of the song, and I think we had worked on a few other songs. And then we a few months went by, you know how you live with a song on your phone, you're kind of listening to it, it's kind of on the back burner, but we, at one point, I'm pretty sure it's okay to talk about this, but at one point,
expose me.
Someone said, not you, but maybe someone from your team said, everyone, they on a group text, they messaged all the co-writers of the song, me, everyone else, and they said, delete the song, delete the song, this can't be, I'm like, delete the song? I would never delete the song. I'm a producer and engineer, I'm not going to delete the files, so I didn't delete it, but did anyone delete it?
No. They did. So
They did?
what I said was, everyone, can you please
We almost
delete it
didn't have
off your
APT.
phones? No.
Okay, all right.
I wouldn't have deleted the song, don't worry. I was addicted to it. That night we wrote it, we got home, and Circuit sends the fastest bounce on this planet Earth. Wait, before I move on to the story, can I please just talk about my first experience with you? May I?
Absolutely.
So, I am in LA. I'm experiencing this whole songwriting, like, world. I have no idea. By the way, I'm, like, oblivious to anything. So I'm like, hi, I'm Rosie. He's like, I'm Circuit. I'm like, lovely to meet you. Just, you know, but turns out they're all, like, incredible and talented and genius and crazy. Anyway, I'm like, great. And then we, like, write a song. And then we're like, should we just, like, kind of take a break? Let's go out and just, like, kind of chill outside, because he has an amazing, like, view at the studio. And we're like, okay, let's go out. We go out for about 15 minutes, chit-chat a bit. And we're like, let's go in. And then go in and we're like, can we just listen to what we kind of, like, recorded just now? He plays it. And I'm like, what? Wait. They're like, I swear. Did he pause time and then work on this for about, like, 6 hours and then come back? This cannot be done in 15 minutes. I've never experienced anything like that before. So.
Well, I appreciate that. I actually, I love those moments, because it's the worst feeling for an artist to come back in and be like, wait, that's the song we did? That sounds horrible. Right? I want it to be presented in its best light, so while you went outside, I'm like, let me just work on this real good, let me get it sounding good, you know, so
even if you're like...
It wasn't accidental, I was like trying to get it sounding good before you got it back in, yeah.
Well, I've never seen that happen before.
Not even your vocals or anything, but like the track, like it was all a bunch of different drums and bass, and I had to make it, you know, I wanted to present it to you, like, you know.
Aww.
Yeah.
Well, I was literally like, what? I'm like, I don't know, like, I get it, he's a producer, but I think he's, like, a time controller. Like, I was like, were we out there, like, this for about, like, 3 hours? And then, did he just, like, pause time on Earth? That's, like, odd. I think it's a magical...
You were actually out there, you actually left, I think, and that gave me a lot more time. No, I'm kidding. It was quick.
So, like that, we write APT, I go home. By the time I get to my hotel, there's a bounce on my phone. Literally, that's how it's like. That's 1.0. I still have that first bounce, and I listen to it, and it's great, to be honest. And here I am. Still slaps. I was a bit scared to play it, because again, drinking game made into a song. It was fun in the moment, but that's scary for some reason. I do play it, like I get in my bed and then I'm like, play. Please, like, play, right? And then I'm just like, wait, I have to move this to an app because I want to replay it. I put it on, like, the replay button thingy. Put it on replay.
You're obsessed with it.
I fall asleep to it, and I wake up at 7 a.m. being like, pata, literally.
Did you get sick of it?
I didn't.
You didn't? Well, that's great.
I tried to listen to it. Like, I tried to test how quickly I'd get sick of it. I had it on all night. And then this is like an emotion that I'm not sure what it means yet. I'm addicted to it, I love it, but I just got I don't know, I just got scared. And then I said, can we please have the songwriters and producers just delete it off their phones? I knew you had it.
Right.
And that one I didn't want you to delete. I just didn't want people to have it on their phones. I still don't really know exactly what emotion that is. By the way, that is the only song I have ever asked anyone to delete off their phones.
Why was it, though? Was there a certain, feeling about it? Like, it was just, I don't even know. I don't know.
Maybe a mixture of feelings.
Okay.
It felt big. I assumed that it felt big.
Right.
And it had a big part of my culture in it.
Yes.
And I wanted to really, I'm assuming, I'm trying to get into my brain, I'm assuming that I wanted to contain that culture and present it well. Any other song could sound bad and be whatever leaked, and it'd be like, yeah, it was on its way somewhere, but we kind of failed. We could do that, but APT, it was just so fragile, and it was just so precious.
Were you perhaps
protective?
Not worried, but not knowing if people would get it. It's in Korean.
That too.
Whatever, yeah.
That too, because I understand it,
right.
and I see it and I feel it. But I didn't want people to perceive it too quickly, right. in a funny or light way, because I I think I may have been a bit protective over it, and and then I remember like slowly months had passed, like 3-4 months, and here's me like deep in the album album period, I don't know, creating period, and I'm people like, you know, that I trust, I'm playing them 1 to 2 songs, and I always played it at the end. I play like a bunch of other songs, and I'd be like, oh, and this one was just for fun. And then I'd play it, and they would react again, like, what is this? But then I'd always be like, do you mean it, or are you just reacting? They would text me like weeks after, being like, I can't get that song out of my head. So one person's like that, like 2 persons, like 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, like it keeps adding up. And that's when I'm like, well, it's doing something.
You knew it had something special about it. Yeah. This might be a good segue to, you know, you played it for someone very special next, right? Is it, how did...
Yeah.
So...
I was like, who are you talking about?
Played it for the man Bruno, of course, right?
Yeah.
Is that how it... So I wasn't there, but did you play it for... You played it for him? Is that how that kind of started? Or
No.
No? Okay. I don't even...
I tried.
Okay.
The first time I met him, he was like, so, I heard you're working on an album. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, this is my chance. And he's like, how's it going? I'm like, I don't know. Do you want to listen to it and give me some advice? And he goes, Rosie, you're a hustler, huh? Right? I'm like, look at you, like you're like.
That sounds like Bruno.
Yeah, he's like, you're smart. He's like, what? And I'm like, no. And then I didn't because I was too shy. And then like a few days later, I get like a message through my team that Bruno would like to hear 3 songs that I would like to pitch for him to be a part of. And then within that were just a few songs from my albums that I liked the most. And although everybody disagreed to send APT, I, in my head, was like, but every other song on my album, like, I don't see him doing anything other than APT. I don't know. I'm just like, APT, I'm like, is that, am I weird? I can see Bruno doing this, and so I secretly changed that last song to APT and I sent it.
You had a plan all along. You were thinking this through. You were hustling.
And I think I manifested it, because exactly a year ago I remember watching his show, and he flew to Seoul for a few shows, and I remember thinking in my head like, oh my god, I would love to do a duet or a collaboration with, and then I stopped myself and went, girl, you're gonna get hurt. That's never gonna happen to you. So I stopped that thought. I remember precisely I thought that, and I went, whoa, you're thinking way too far. That's never gonna happen. And it happened. So
it's funny, like a few years ago, people would ask me, who is your dream artist to work with? And Bruno was always one of mine too. I've always wanted to work with him.
Really?
Here we are, we got to work with him.
Yeah!
Thanks to you.
Where's Bruno? Is he here?
Yeah. I was gonna ask more about. Yeah. So Bruno heard the song.
Yes.
He loved it. I remember. I had never heard your side of the story, but I remember how it happened to me. Bruno. I had met him before, so we had, he texted me and was like, yo, I heard APT, man. It's dope. Love it. Rosie played it for me, but I just need to put my stank on it. You know what I mean? I need to put my, that's what he said. He doesn't mind me saying that, but.
And he did. Yeah. He put his stank on it.
He put it, yeah. So that's when I first heard that he was involved, and I was like, okay, this is going to get interesting. We're going to get in the studio with Bruno, and we're going to make this a thing. Yeah. So then...
I think I remember when he was like, oh, I should reach out to Saket.
Right.
We were in the studio, and I remember that moment too. Right. I remember many moments from this. Anyway.
What was it like working with Bruno? I mean, we know him now, but like, what was that first experience like working with Bruno in the room, working on your song? What was that like?
I mean, again, like this whole thing kind of started with me kind of becoming a fan the year before that, and I was just starstruck, really. I was like, oh my god, it's Bruno Mars. I think I've said that a lot, but it's really true. I was just literally like, oh my gosh, what is happening? And yeah, we had this session, and then you were there.
I was there. Yeah.
You were there.
I showed up. I heard it was happening.
You definitely showed up.
Yeah,
you were sitting on that second table on the right-hand corner,
That's right.
with your little setup. And I always see him at Circuit Studios, so that was another like new thing.
Different studio. Yeah.
We've got a lot of like interesting moments.
Yeah.
And then well, he was like picking up the guitar and kind of just like, playing around with sounds, right?
Yeah. Yeah, when Bruno gets involved in a record, I mean, I haven't worked with him a lot, but I now know that he doesn't like, I'm going to record my vocals and the song's done. He gets involved. Like, he's a co-producer on the song. He's a co-writer on the song. He's on the song. He puts his all into it. He's talking about, I think the snare drum he played the live drums on it. He wants to get the tone of the guitar right. He wants to, he's very, very particular, which I love that, because he's attention to detail, and he brought that to APT. He took what our initial little baby and he really elevated it, and that was really cool working in the studio with him. Yeah.
And what I really liked about that moment was that as he's doing it, I can see he's like visualizing what this song is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like what that story is and what the energy, what the character is. I remember when he was on the guitar, he was adding this whole like rock feel to it. And I don't think it necessarily had a lot of that before. But he was like, it kind of has to have this, and he's like holding this electric guitar, being like that's the vibe. And he's always like acting out what this, he's like what he sees in the song.
Yeah.
And I think that was really fascinating to see. Yes.
Yeah, I remember he would be talking about, like he'd say, What's the character? Like, who are you? What are you saying? Like, what is this verse? What character are you in this verse? Like, who are you? Not you, literally, Rosie, but like, what perspective are you coming from? And what's the music video look like? What is it? He's thinking different things, and as you do too as well. But like, it's just interesting to see how his mind works in that way.
Yeah, it was so much fun, and like the whole collaboration process is so like, it was just so real. It didn't seem like through Teams. He would talk directly to you and only through me.
Right.
And because I think, everything was just so organic. He'd laugh and he'd talk about something, but it was so serious that later on I'm watching the video, I'm like, that's in there. I swear that was a joke. Why are we wearing star sunglasses? I swear that's so cute. That's so cute. He sent me a text when he was in Japan once. He's like, he took a picture of the sunglasses. He's like, we're gonna wear this, and I'm like, stop. I remember I texted him, I'm like, stop. I'm like, stop messing around. Like, come on, let's be serious. Well, he was serious. You see us like both wearing it, doing crazy things. Yeah. So.
I feel like he's become, like, from what I've seen and from what you've told me, like he's become more than just your collaborator on the song, but he's become, he's given you advice. He's become, I don't know, maybe, I don't want to put words in your mouth, maybe not a mentor, but he's given you so much advice and guidance, and like that's a really special thing to get from any artist of his level, and that's so cool.
Yeah, no, I'm so grateful, and it's just really inspiring to see him. Like, it's not just he just like doesn't speak like just to me. It's more like I feel really grateful for it, but I can tell like he gets inspired by the things I'm doing, and then it just like flows really well, and it's kind of like a two-way thing, and so I think I learned so much through that process, and I'm really grateful for him. He's a really cool guy, guys. He's great, and he's really funny.
So, song is done basically. It's about to come out. What was the feeling? Were you like, were you still as in love with it as you were with that first 1.0 version? Was it amping up the hype, or how are you feeling about it as it's done and about to come out?
APT really grew.
Yes.
And by the end of it, I was like living that world.
Exploded. Yeah.
It was like I was living and breathing it, and like I was literally living and breathing it. It was like it was like a lifestyle. at one point. Like later on, it came out, and then I think I started to see like the whole world react to it, and it was like incredible. But before that, it was just me and Bruno and like Daniel, the director, and like it was just us, and we were like in our little APT world. It was so much fun, I must say, and I will never forget that, and I should never dare to forget it because it was so much just like fun. It's like a bomb of fun. And whatever you see in the video was really how we were kind of living, I think, almost. You see us like kind of making fun of each other, like literally, it was so much fun. I don't think I've ever laughed that much in my life, but that's what APT is, and that's what you guys got, I think. And yeah. So,
thinking about your whole body of work, ROSÉ, the album that is so many great songs on it, some of which you just performed, and actually kind of I've heard the songs before, but hearing it in this environment and hearing you sing it now just kind of brought a whole new, appreciation for the songs. What was your mindset going into some of those songs? I wasn't in those sessions, so I don't even know. I'm asking you for the first time, but what were you? Now
you're an interviewer.
Yeah, I'm an interviewer now. I want answers.
Yes.
You're touching on a lot of different. Like you said yourself on the stage, like these are depressing songs. These are whatever. I don't think they're all depressing. I think they're beautiful songs. But what was your mindset going into that? Or did you have a goal of being like, this is what I want to write about right now? Or like, this is how I'm feeling. What were you feeling?
So one of the very first session I've ever done in LA was the Vampire Holly one. That's
right.
not out. That's not out officially, but so
you
that
guys
was.
Know about that one? It's kind of it's like a little under the radar kind of.
It is.
Yeah, it's on vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them know about it. Only the hardcore fans. Only the real ones know about that one. And that was literally.
That was the first song we made, right?
Yeah. But that was also my first session in this
right.
land, LA. And that moment is actually a very important moment in my life, must I say. I don't know if you noticed that in the moment, and none of you guys probably know that, but that proved to me so much, and it spoke to me. That session spoke to me and said, oh, this is what songwriting is about, and if it's about this, I can do it, and if it's about this, then I remember thinking exactly that day I said to myself, I said, I want to do this for the rest of my life. I really did, and more than rest of my life, I was like, I could see myself, well, yes, rest of my life, but even in the short term, I was like, I can do this every single day for the next year that's been given to me. And it was because I walked in so afraid and kind of confused and not sure where I was going or whatever. And it was just, we were just bonding. I walked in and Amy and everyone and Omar and everyone, we were chatting, because you guys don't know me, right? Just getting to know each other, and anything you're going through, we were literally just chatting, and I'm like, oh, because I don't know you guys too well, I thought I felt safe in a way that, I can just talk about something. And I remember talking about it, I got really emotional, and everyone was kind of there. I remember Amy came down and was holding my hand. She's like, I'm so sorry you're going through this, and life happens as it does, and I was going through something, and we just naturally was Amy was I think we can write about this. And I'm like, can we write about that? I'm like, I don't think people are really interested in that. She's like, well, I think it's such a raw emotion that we should try it. We have to do it. And we did it, and it was just such a beautiful moment. And it really, it was just so, it's such a moment that, just spoke to me. It redefined music to me. And I fell in love with the whole music, songwriting, just music, and that encouraged me to get back in the studio, fly back to LA. So I was there for that was I think the first time I was over 4 to 5 days. Flew back to Korea, booked my next trip, 2 weeks, had to fly back, booked my next trip, 3 weeks, and I could just stay here days on end, and I didn't need to do anything but go to the hotel, go to the studio. That's all I wanted to do, I remember like on a day off, I was like, I think I should rest. I think that's something people do. But like, what's rest when you're like having fun? And that became my new hobby for the rest of the year. And it was like my journal, and I call it like my little time capsule. It lives and breathes what I was living through in that moment in time. And it was such it was like a year of not doing all the curriculum, all the things that I usually do as like an adult. You know, that's like I got my job and I have to do my job, but then I had that 1 year to just be me. Like, and the question was, what do you want to do, Rosie, for the next year? And that was a gift to me. That session was like, I want to do this every single day. And I got to do that. I'm so privileged and I'm so grateful for it. But it was just, it was created just purely by me and for me to heal. And that's what I wanted to do. And I feel like I did my best to do that.
That's amazing that was like the first time you felt that feeling like you were free to express yourself and to write about your feelings. And because you've been doing music for a lot longer, you were in like one of the biggest girl groups in the entire world. You've been doing music for a long time, and you know, so this was kind of a new thing for you still, like to sort of be vulnerable in the studio and talk about your emotions and sing songs and write songs. So that was I didn't realize that was like a very new thing for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when everyone was like, I was like, oh, I don't think I'm so allowed. Can I talk about it? And they're like, what do you mean, Rosie? Of course you're allowed to. And the whole year was me basically kind of trying to get out of that mindset and learn that vulnerability is the power, and that's where the magic is. And that first day proved it all to me. And so it was just chasing back to that feeling, chasing back to that emotion. I was very vulnerable. I walked in and within 10 minutes I was crying. And I'm like, that's embarrassing. But in a studio, you just have to be embarrassing, apparently. You just have to be embarrassed because, what is embarrassment?
It's not embarrassing, it's human, you know. I've cried before in the studio.
Yeah? Wait, I haven't seen that.
What? No, did I just say that? It's supposed to be in my head, not us. No.
That's so funny. Just imagine you cry, which would be great. We'll make that happen next time. This song is going to be written.
I'm supposed to be asking you the questions, and you're supposed to be asking. I gotta.
Yeah.
When you're writing, are you usually, some of the other songs on the album, are you starting with a concept? Are you starting with lyrics, melody? I know it goes all ways, but what are you usually thinking about when you started writing a song?
Well, for this album, I think. Again, I'm literally like a little like baby starting to walk in this field. I think slowly I'm gonna have other things that I want to think about first and things I want to like kind of take care of. But I think purely that album when I was making it, it started from that first session, and that was from storytelling, and the power of vulnerability and honesty and just pure like rawness. And so I just wanted to keep chasing that. And I just walk in blank. I didn't want to like plan it. I just wanted to be fully myself and see what that brought. And anything that tried to make anything that, make it like not like me, I wanted to fight against and always bring it back to how I actually feel, like deep down inside. And I really enjoyed that. And so I think it was more the storytelling. And I trusted my talented, producers and songwriters to help me wrap that story so beautifully. But the story was really the point for me on that album.
One thing I've noticed about you and I appreciate about you, about the way you work, is you are but you're critical of the song and of yourself, not in an unhealthy way, but sometimes we'll write a song and you'll say, I think I can beat that, I can do this better, this isn't right, like. I appreciate that, because sometimes you have sessions where people are like, okay, the song's done, we're done, but you actually really care to go back in and look under the hood of the song and really like, is this right? Is the production right? Maybe you could add, So I appreciate that. Like, I like working with artists who care about that. Yeah.
That makes me feel good because most of the time, every time I saying something, I'm like, they really hate me. It's probably really annoying, but you know that third line. So thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
I feel good. I'll do more of that. Suck it. You know that word or you know that sound.
This production sucks. You gotta redo the whole thing. Man. Let's not get that off now. No, but.
Oh, Tom will make him cry. No, we that would ever happen with how talented he is. But yeah.
Going back to, so what's going on with Vampire Holly? Is that kind of like what's going on?
Oh my God, you're really like going there. Well, but then, you know, that one was like written and then it didn't make it to the album because I felt like sonically it was its kind of like own thing.
Right.
So I'm still kind of just like, I don't know, I'm kind of just haughty. I'm kind of blocking it right now, but.
Like you held APT, you know. I'm just kidding, I'm joking.
But that one I just want to have, like, I wanted to kind of come out right in the right moment, in the right light. Because it is a special song. I don't want to just toss it out there. So, I don't know, we'll see. Again, I can also be very indecisive until I feel it's right. Like you saw me go from mic stand to stool to mic stand to stool. Yeah. But then when it's like, I will make up my mind at one point, but it's like, I think that's how I am. Like I have to have that feeling of this is the right moment. Like I love all these things, but it has to feel like the right moment, and I have to have like a gut feeling. So certain things don't go like fully to plan. I feel like that's the beauty of creating, and I've been enjoying that so much.
Yeah.
The privilege of being able to just be purely me in the wave that it comes through with me. It's been such a privilege to be able to do things in my own time, and I'm so grateful to have this job.
Me too.
Me too. It's our love for our job.
What advice would you give to aspiring musicians kind of coming up in the world who, you know, what would you tell them if they were starting out and trying to make a name for themselves or start writing songs, or what would your advice be to them?
Start writing songs or just like anything, like a dream,
An
big
aspiring
into a dream?
musician, anything, yeah.
So like if I were to talk to like, let's say the 16-year-old girl that flew to Korea and was like, I'm gonna do this, I would tell her, I would be like, just whatever you have your mind like set to, just trust it and go with it. Just go with that gut instinct and just go like forward. And I think on the way there's many distractions. Like people can put you down, but then also your own thoughts can put you down. And then what you're seeing, like the media, just how like status quos, how things are already set. All these things can discourage you. But as long as you have that like gut feeling and that love and fire burning in your heart, you just listen to that and just keep going. And I think one day you do wake up and then people are like really excited for what you do, and it feels surreal in the moment. You're like, oh my God, it's happening. Like, whoa, what's happening? But I think it all flourishes from that little spark you have inside. So just listen to it and just follow it. And don't take no for an answer, just trust it. Be a badass.
You followed that, you manifested it. You talked about when you were 16, you made the move to Korea. That's a big jump, that's a big, risk to take, and here you are now. You manifested it, you made it happen.
Yeah, and then might I say, like, that was a big one, and then from there to come out here and work with people this industry, I just completely, nobody taught me, nothing. I'm like, hi, nice to meet you. That was the first time I was in a session when you introduced yourself to me, and I remember I just went from door to door, and I was like, hi, what do you do? And they're like, I'm the CEO of like the biggest label. I'm like, okay, so what are the things that you can do for me? I'm learning, right? I'm just, the dumbest questions. And I just went through it, and they're like all these people from the industry. I'm like, hi, lovely to meet you. Thank you for this meeting, obviously, and like really thank you. But what does your job do for somebody like me? Like, I need to learn. And like, I'd meet like 5, 6 of the same type of people, and I still don't understand. I'll be like 7th person, I'll be like, sorry, I've heard this a gazillion times. What is it that your job does for me? And like, it was so, yeah, I was like basically I had like glasses on, like I was literally on study mode. And I learned what these amazing people out here can do for me, and what I can do for you, what can we do for each other. And I was very like intuitive into like trying to like be like, you know, not just like if people say you need ABC to make this, it wasn't like that. It was like, wait, no, I think I might need a Y and like a Q, and okay, fine, I'll have an A. I think that really works. And then they're like, but you need like B and C, and I'm like, but I'm not convinced yet. And then like 6 months later, I'm like, okay, I do need B and C. I get it. I'll have a B and C too. And I'll have the X, Y, and Qs. And then I think that's how I formed this amazing team, and I love my team. They're all here. I don't express it enough, but every person in the room has been selected very carefully, and they're so helpful to me, and I can't function without them, and they're all just, it's like a living organism. It's like, it's functioning.
Team Rosie.
Team Rosie. Yeah. And you're a part of it.
Yeah, I'm part of Team Rosie, right?
Yay!
One more question, because they're signaling to me we gotta get to some audience questions.
Oh.
What do you got planned for Grammy night? Huh? You got plans, or are you thinking even that far ahead even, or what's going on?
Oh my god. Well, wait, Grammy is on the month of my birthday, so I'm like,
yeah.
what do I want to do? I don't know. I think there's definitely going to be like a party after. So we're just gonna just celebrate and have fun.
Well, I'll be seeing you there.
Yes, and we'll be playing some drinking games. If you're curious as to what happens in those parties, just a few cute APT drinking games.
Cute little. These are the audience questions.
Oh my gosh, this is so cute.
Do you want to read them, or do you want me to read them? I mean, I guess I'm reading them.
Do you want to read them for me?
I'll read them, yeah.
They're so cute, by the way.
This is from Harper.
Harper, hi.
Hi, Rosie. I love you so much, and my question for you is, what advice would you give to your younger self?
Oh, so we kind of just did that.
Yeah.
But I can like think of another one. To my younger
What other
self.
advice would you... We did kind of just cover that, so it's okay.
Wait, I still want to answer Harper's question, because
Yes.
I want him to have like a unique answer to that.
Yes.
Let me think. I got this to my younger self. I mean, it's probably all like along the same lines, but advice to her. Just keep enjoying what you're doing, and keep that fire alive. Don't kill it. Don't let other people kill that fire. Don't you kill it. Keep that fire very much alive. And yeah, just believe in yourself. It's the same thing that I said before, but yeah.
It's worth repeating, because it's good advice.
Yay!
Which song took the longest to finish, and why? From Tim Wynn.
That's a good question. I've never actually answered that question before. It's never been a question that's been thrown at me. The longest one, let me think. I think 3 a.m. went through its own like crazy course. It kind of like was born, and we're like, oh my god, this is like my favorite song. For like months it was my favorite song. And then it went through like mixing, and then it went through like a production change. Then it got all cleaned up and like kind of like, you know, like really like produced. And it was really hard for us to kind of get back to that first initial feeling. So that was like a big learning curve for me of like, if you see a fire, even if people say like this is not like, good enough to be out, like what is really good enough? If it feels good, even APT, that first feeling is still there. Just believe in that, and don't think you have to like change it for other people just because people are saying it needs to be something bigger or whatever. It's like that. If that's the magic, just believe in that magic and protect it. So that's what I learned 3 a.m. So that took a lot of back and forth and like mixing and mastering. Every something would change. Like the snare that I loved would be gone. And like the chant that I loved would just be like distorted. It'd be like, no, but that's the whole point of the song. And it was really hard to like reel it back. And I think we tried our best. But yeah, that one took a bit. Thank you.
Yeah, and also it's worth mentioning, just as a producer, I've seen this many times, but a song is not, you're not necessarily working on the song day after day for a year straight. It might, you know, like APT did, it lived around for a few months and then you come back to it and you work on it and then, all right, let's leave it for a minute and you come back. So it's not always continuous working, you know, you kind of have to add up all the hours put in, but some songs it might be a 4-year-old song that you unearth and then you keep working on, you know, so it's kind of hard to calculate sometimes. But
True. It's you kind of like live with the song, so it's hard to calculate how many hours you sat down, and it's not like a shift, like 7 hours, pay me. So like, some songs you're like literally like in the studio for like 2-3 hours and it's like done that day, and then you just mix it and it comes out.
Yeah.
I barely worked on that one.
That's crazy when that happens.
Right?
It's rare, but sometimes it does.
It does. Anyway.
Do we have time for one more? We got time for other 2 more? Let's just get through these. Yeah.
Let's just go.
Not get through them, but yeah. There's only 4 of them. Yeah. Solo tour coming anytime soon. Need to hear all your songs live. Love you, Rosie, from Christina.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I know, everyone wants me to. Again, it's like that thing, it's like music. So for me, I wanted to come at the right moment when I feel like I have so much to give and I have like this world created in my head. Because I know me, there are times where I'm like, oh my god, the ideas are just like exploding. It's like I can't even keep it in my head. And I know when that happens, and I don't want it to happen when I'm trying to dig for answers. And I feel like it's slowly brewing, so we don't know when it's going to happen. It might happen literally, like, I might be like, next month, I'm going to do it. I don't know, I might do that. But then I'm just waiting for the right moment. But of course, I will perform at one point in my life. No, that's a scary thing to say. Soon is a better word for that. But I can't give you an answer. But yes, I will be touring solo. I will be. I would love to. Thank you. Thank you.
This last one, I think we kind of went in depth on this already, music or lyrics first. And do you think of a genre before writing? We didn't really talk about a genre, but do you think about a specific genre before writing a song?
I think about like an emotion and what kind of music I think would wrap this story up very beautifully. It could be like a sadder story, but then like, you know, it'd be like, I think we need something upbeat. And then sometimes we'll be inspired by other music. We'll be like, I really like the sound of this song. Like, can we try like create that? I feel like that would. It's just like all decorating in my head. And
sometimes the genre can kind of be, or the subgenre, or whatever, it can be decided later on because it might start as a piano ballad, but you could, let's turn this up and turn it into a dance banger, you know?
Yeah.
And so then the genre changes, so it might not be defined right away, but...
I think genre is something where you make something and then we can go like, let's decide a name for that type of music.
Right.
You know? So, yeah, it's that's the art of creating and being in the creative world, I guess. Wow!
Yeah, I just...
You're such a good...
So I closed my notebook there.
Yeah! You're such a good interviewer. Thank you.
This is fun.
This is so fun.
Yeah.
Great.
That's it, folks. Any final remarks or anybody? You know?
It's my birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Wow.
It means a lot to me.
Happy birthday. How old are you?
23.
23. Woo! Oh wow. Sorry, I feel like I've literally talked everyone's ears off. Alright. Still.
You just sit up here.
Should we just like camp out here? Get some soju and play drinking games? That was so much fun.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Rodney.
Thank you, Sophie. Hug it out. Thank you, everyone. This has been such a treat. What a fun night. I can do this every day. Can't believe this is my job. Do I get to say something before I leave? Is that the vibe?
I'm gonna leave, but
I'll see you out there. Good. Thank you, everyone. Please, thank you. Everyone, for a second. Thank you.
Alright, that's it, guys.
Oh my gosh. Melvin. Oh my What? What is that? A what? Signing event. Oh, yeah. Like,
In LA.
wait, can I speak for like a minute? Or are we gonna get kicked out? They're gonna sue us for like renting this place for too long? wait. Album signing event. Oh, isn't that a bit random? Like the album came like a year ago. Is that even allowed? Wouldn't people be like, girl, your album came out a year ago. We're sick of this.
You will still be there.
I love you too. I don't know why I said we, but I love you too. Thank you. I mean, this is fun. I don't think I've ever like talked to my. Not yet. It's February. I've still got a bit of time. Anything? This is really fun. I love you too. Favorite LA food? Honestly, the Korean food in LA is crazy. Which is really random. I think LA might have like the best Korean food. So when I get here, I'm like, can I have my Korean food?
That's a restaurant.
Yeah.
Sorry?
A restaurant. Right?
I love the. Am I allowed to? Am I promoting this? Is this? Do I like? Is this legal? I like the tofu thing. Yeah. I didn't say it. You guys said it. That's really good.
Hustler.
I don't know. I haven't done that yet. Not yet.
He was ordering your Raising Cane's order from Coachella.
What?
Your Raising Cane's order from Coachella, like from 2023.
What? I'm so sorry. What did you say?
So sorry.
I heard Coachella from 2023. But
Yeah,
it was
like the Raising Cane's order, because you posted a picture of you eating the fried chicken from Raising Cane's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think somebody ordered that for me. Okay, so somebody ordered that for me, obviously, because I don't think I ordered it. Yeah, I think I'm only aware of the Korean food that I eat, and then everything else, people just order it for me. At Coachella? Really? You want to see me like sing these sad songs at Coachella? You sure? Let me come out with some more like fun, like songs you can like, and then maybe EDM. Do you see me do that? Maybe. It could be cool.
Any Christmas songs?
Christmas songs. Oh my gosh. We need more time for that.
Where has
I would love to do Christmas songs. I love Christmas. Sorry, I actually don't like Christmas, but I like Christmas songs. Keep going.
Where has the best hot pot?
Oh my gosh, Heidi Lau all over here. I love. See, I don't know if I'm supposed to say the brand, but oops. Sorry? Jollibee? I don't know if I've tried that. Wait, is that bad? You guys are so offended. Jesus. Give me a break.
Give us a sneak peek. What's your next song going to be about?
What's my next song going to be about? It's just me. It'll probably be very like me coded in whatever I'm going through in that time of my life. I know I'll be like, one thing I know is I'll be very honest and just be like I don't know actually. I might just change my mind at any point, but just have a few other songs. I love some of the songs I have on my phone right now, so I'm really excited to share that with you. I do want to, but I think I'm gonna go home and be like, I shouldn't have done that. So since midnight,
Sleeping outside.
Really? Is this like was it like a thing where you had to like,
General admission.
oh really?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I'm really bad at these. I wanna,
It's a limited edition.
yes, this is limited. Of course.
Thank you for making music.
Thank you guys for listening to.
What's your boba order?
I don't really order boba by myself. I don't drink coffee. Tea order is chamomile tea. I'll either get it iced or hot.
In-N-Out order.
Yeah, go ahead. In-N-Out order. See, In-N-Out I don't order on my own. I just somebody orders that for me. Sorry. On my way out, I will. On my way out, because I think I'm going that way. I think I have to go. They're kicking me out. Bye, guys. This is so cool. Thank you, Grammy Museum. Thank you so much for this opportunity. It's been so much fun. Thank you for everything, guys. Bye.